Hello students, good morning. Hope you are well and also have revised the chapter which we were doing. And as I called to some of you and asked you, 2-3 students have told that they cannot follow my English. Asked me to to speak in Hindi. That's not possible to speak everything in Hindi, but I'll try my best to simplify my English more and more, and also I will tell few words in Hindi which are difficult. And during this lockdown time, you also try your best to improve your English. Watch English news, read English newspaper. This is how you will improve your English. Okay? So, I'll try to simplify my English. Okay? So, I hope you have revised the chapter and have done your work in the copy. So children, what were we doing? We were doing chapter 6, the early states. Okay? So we'll take our book in the hand and we'll open the chapter in the book from page number 44. Few of the things quickly to be revised that we learned: that villages turned into which turned groups were known as Janpadas, and when the Janpadas expanded their territories, they were known as Mahajanpadas. 16 Mahajanpadas were there, and Mahajanpadas wanted to conquer each other to conquer more territory so that they can supply food to the people and also to show off their power. Then there was fortification. Fortification means building walls around the city to protect the people and also to show the power. Okay. Then we learned expansion of territories. Expansion of territories was done by Ashwamedha Yagya. Army was maintained by the king so that they can protect the people and to provide food and arms to the people, army. The king had started taxation. Okay, there were some types of taxes taken from the farmers, herders and traders. Okay, then today then we learned also currency and growth of trade. In the beginning, the barter system was there, and later on, currency was introduced, punched, marked coins. Okay, this was the things we have done till now. Today we shall start from the social evil of class discrimination, development in agriculture and scientific development. So we shall begin with development in agriculture. So we open page 47. Okay. On page 47, you have heading development in agriculture. So there were two major development took place during this period in farming process. So two things changed in this period. Okay. During this time when Mahajanpadas were ruling, Magadha, Vachi, Avasti. Okay. There was two changes came in agriculture. Okay. The use of iron implements began. Till now people were using stone and what we say copper, bronze. These tools they used to make. Tools with the stone, tools. You know what is tool? Tools is your औजार which is used for preparing the ground for cultivation. खेती के लिए जब तैयार करना है खेत, okay? हल है, okay, all that. So they used to make that with the stone, copper or with the bronze. But during this time, people started making tools with iron. लोहे का सामान बनाने लगे, okay? Plows with iron edges were introduced. So plows, जो फावड़ा होता है, जो हल होता है, that they started making with the iron. Okay, this helped to plow the land with dense clay soil better than the wooden plow. So till now they were using wooden plow, made with wood. Now they started making the plows, as I told you, the hull or the favda which is used for digging the ground with the iron. So they could easily dig up the ground. Okay. The second change in the farming system was technique of growing paddy sapling. You know what is paddy sapling? Paddy sapling is the before the rice, when the rice are planted, so the seeds of the rice, okay, when it is coated with the outer cover, which you call in Hindi like dhan, okay, so that is planted together first, and when it grows little bigger, then one plant is removed and it is planted far, little far with little distance, so that it grows well and it produces more amount of crop. So second thing was this they introduced, okay. First was making tools with the iron, especially the plows. Second one, as I told you, second technique was growing paddy sapling at one place and then transplanting it into fields. Again, I will tell you, growing paddy sapling is the dhan ki pod jo hoti na, like first it will be grown in small area. All the what you say paddy is the dhan or the rice. When it grows little big of some size, okay, not very big, it grows of little growth, then it is removed, one plant is removed with the root, and then it is planted on another field on a proper distance, so that it grows with a good amount of, it gives us good production or good produce. Now that technique is still today used. If you are living in village, you must have seen, है You can ask your father also, mother also, how the rice is cultivated. धान की पौध कैसे लगाते हैं? It is planted in one place, then one plant is picked up and it is planted in another field. It grows bigger and gives more crop. Okay, this helped to increase survivability of the sapling. So this technique of growing saplings together, then planting it far away from each other with a proper distance, it made the what you say is the paddy more stronger and durable. Okay, and also the yield means the production, जो उपज होती थी वो ज्यादा होने लगी. Both these introductions led an increase in agriculture produce. So introduction of iron tools and growing the saplings together and planting them far away brought a new change in agriculture. But even though the food production increased, this process of transplantation and working in the field was difficult occupation. Now we know that even though the production is increasing, crop is increasing, उपज अच्छी हो रही है, but still there is some problem. What is the problem? Okay, now this what we say, the transplanting plant one plant far away, okay, in the field was very difficult occupation. Occupation means job, बहुत मुश्किल काम था. First you take out, okay, the plant, then you plant it very far away from it. Very far means on a proper distance, so it will take much labor. बहुत कठिनाई से होगा ये, ज़्यादा मेहनत लगेगी, more of labor work. So people needed more laborers. Okay, तो खेत में ज़्यादा काम करने के लिए लोग चाहिए. Okay, so the people, the farmers started hiring landless people. So those people who did not have land, landless people, okay, or dasas or dasis, they started working in the field. Understood? So though the agriculture has improved, production is increasing, but difficulty is taking out that plant and planting it on a proper distance. It needs much of labor and hard work. So it was not possible by the farmer to do it alone. So he started hiring. है ना? Hiring means किराए पर, और what you say, the laborers को, मजदूरों को रखना पड़ता था, so that they could pick up that plants and plant it on a proper distance. Is it clear? Clear about the development in agriculture? Mahajanpada's time, Mahajanpada period, agriculture developed so much that there was making of tools with iron, planting of what you say is the rice or the paddy saplings on a proper distance, and another thing was hiring of dasas and dasis or the laborers, so that they could work in the field, as it was little difficult work. Clear? Next we have the social evil of class discrimination. Okay, discrimination is division. Classes were divided. Now in the previous chapter, when I was teaching you about Vedic period, you remember Vedic period, I told you about the four classes, divisions, varnas. Na? You look at the book also, the heading is given social evil of class discrimination. So there were different varnas, Brahmans, Kshatriyas, and Vaishnavas. Okay, and another one was your Vaishyas, means the merchants, and the another one was your, as known as Shudra. These were the four classes. And as I told you in that chapter also, that the people that time, whatever occupation you did, you were called of that class during the Vedic period. If your occupation is making tools and weapons, okay, you are of merchant class. If you are you have the work of sweeping, cleaning, then you are of the Shudras class. If you are performing yajnas and all, you are of the Brahman class. But during the Mahajanpada period, this class system became more strict. Here is a word given in the second paragraph. You can go to second paragraph. The word in the second line is given stringent. Okay, here I have written stringent, meaning is very strict. Okay, Aditya, you asked me to simplify. So stringent, very strict. Okay, so stringent means बहुत कठोर. So caste system became very strict. Very strict it became. Now what happened? It was not left on the occupation. Now the caste was not divided on the basis of occupation, what you are doing. No. Now if you are born in a particular family, then you will be called of that person, whether you take up that occupation or not. अगर आप वो job करेंगे या नहीं. If you are born, if your parents are maybe what you say is the Brahman, if you are born in that family without doing the job of as a pujari or a teacher, you will be called a Brahman, which is still now followed. Okay, and if you are born in a family of Kshatriyas, okay, warrior class, your parents were, okay, even though you don't have the skill of a warrior, your body is not like that, you don't have skill of fighting and all, but still you will be called a Kshatriya because you're born in that family. Okay, even if you are born in a family of Shudras, okay, and you are doing any kind of work, not doing sweeping, sobbing, you may be doing a better job, but you are called of that class only. So this happened during this period. The people were not divided according to the class on the basis of occupation. क्या आप job करते हो उसके according class division नहीं था. The class division was done on the basis of आप किस family में पैदा हुए. If you are born in particular family, you will be called of that class whether you do that work or not later in life. Okay, understood? Once again I tell you, if you are born in Brahman class, you will be called a Brahman class person, whether in life you take up of job of as a teacher or not, it depends. So that is continued till today. Clear? Okay, so that is what I was explaining about second paragraph. Now the society was beginning, this division of society was beginning a major division of Indian society, which continues still to exist in many parts. Even today this is followed. Social divide became a sever that the Brahmins took it as it was their birthright. So during that period, even today in some parts of India also, the Brahmins started taking themselves as that it is their birthright to gain education and to impart education, and they started thinking themselves as superior. सबसे ऊपर उन लोगों अपने आप को सोचने लगे. Okay, they discriminated against the others, especially the Shudras. So they started looking down upon Shudras. Okay, and prevented them from gaining. So Brahmins started looking at themselves as very superior and considered Shudras very low people and did not allow them to gain education and compete with them with the other classes. Followed, marriage between the different Varnas was not accepted at all. A Brahman class person had to marry Brahman class only, and if you are of Kshatriya class you have to marry. That is still today also followed in many parts of India, that if you are of a particular class you have to marry that particular class person's family only, okay, belonging to that. So that was followed from the Mahajanpadas. Now, religious ceremonies remained incomplete without the presence of Brahman. If any religious function, कोई भी धार्मिक अनुष्ठान होने जा रहा है, so it will be incomplete if there is no Brahman. Brahmans were very important. Till today also, you see if there is any function, like you give na Brahma Bhoj and all after the death of a person, Brahmans को खाना खिलाते हैं ना, it is considered very holy. So that is continued from the period which I am teaching you about the new states or from the Mahajanpadas. The commoners were not allowed to gain the knowledge of Vedas. So local people were not allowed to read and learn Vedas and holy scriptures. This was happening in the Mahajanpadas. I hope these points are clear to you, that the Brahmins considered themselves very superior and looked down upon the Shudras. Okay, marrying other caste person was not allowed, which is still today happening. Okay, and the Sudras were not allowed to compete with the other classes, and the common people were not allowed to read and learn about the Vedas, and religious ceremonies and functions were incomplete without the Brahmins. Clear? That was about your the social evil of class discrimination. This was a evil. Evil means it was a bad thing, we can say, the minus point. Okay, at that time, Mahajanpada period time, during the time of which we are learning about the early states in the beginning, the bad thing was during this time that it was an evil. It was not a good side of it, or pessimistic side of this was that there was class discrimination. Okay, next you have scientific development. What was the scientific development taking place at that time? Now, discovery of iron, as I told you, the tools were made, common metal, and introduction of art of smelt. Smelt means what? Smelt is to heat and melt rock containing metal to get metal. Meaning of smelt is you are heating a rock in which some metal is present. Okay, and by heating it or melting it, you are extracting, you are removing that metal. Once I tell in the स्मेल्टिंग मीन्स इज अ प्रोसेस, एक ऐसा प्रोसेस होता है जिसमें एक धातु को गर्म करते हैं. ओके, एक रॉक के पीस को गर्म करते हैं जिसके अंदर कोई धातु है और उस धातु को अलग करते हैं. लाइक यू हैव आयन. आयन इज extracted from iron ore. So a rock is there which is having into it a metal. We heat it, we melt it to extract from there that metal. That is smelting. That technology or that science developed during this period. Clear? So iron was then used in different forms and tools, equipment. So iron was used for making different tools, औजार, हथियार, यंत्र. This all was made with the iron. The making of weapons like swords. You know swords is what? Sword is like talwar. Dagger is khanjar. Spears. Okay, spear is also a small type of what you say is the sword. And then tipping of arrows with the metal. Tipping of arrow is the तीर, उसमें उसका जो point होता है. It was also made with the metal. And this business grew with leaps and bounds, means very fast. बहुत तेजी से ये काम होने लगा. Making of what you say, the swords, the spears, the daggers, and the arrows. The extraction of chemicals out of herbs by the advantage of technique. So during this period also, people started removing केमिकल्स फ्रॉम द हर्ब्स, जड़ी बूटियों में से, औषधियों में से केमिकल्स निकालने लगे दवाई बनाने के लिए. ओके, द एक्सट्रैक्शन ऑफ केमिकल्स आउट ऑफ हर्ब्स. हर्ब्स मीन्स द मेडिसिनल प्लांट्स, औषधियां. By taking advantage of the teaching of Atharva Veda, helped medicine of science to Ayurveda to progress. So that is how Ayurveda developed. By reading the Atharva Veda, they got some knowledge, and the herbs were changed or extracted from there some chemicals, and Ayurveda developed. Having read about all these pattern of life during this period, let us see the specific cases. Now, so till today this is, if we, as we continue tomorrow, we will learn more detail of Magadha. Magadha was a Mahajanpada, and also we will learn about Vaji. Vaji also was a Mahajanpada. Okay, we'll learn in the next class. So this was for scientific development, introduction of iron, making of tools and weapons with the iron, extracting metal from the iron ore or from the rock, that is also, and development of which aushadhis, or which is called as your Ayurveda. Okay, that all happened during this period. So this is for today, that we have done development of agriculture, social evil of class discrimination. The dark side of this period was social discrimination, class discrimination. Stringent meaning is very strict. The class discrimination became very strict. Scientific development, as I told you now. And smelting is heating and melting and what you say, a rock to remove the metal from there. This is for today. I hope you have understood. I have tried to simplify my English, and I have used Hindi also. If still you have not understood, you read once. You can also search for the meanings in the dictionary. And if not, you cannot, please call me on Saturday and ask me. I will try to teach you on the Monday again some whatever you not understood. So before that, you have to work little hard and read yourself also. Okay. So thank you. Have a nice day. Study well. Bye.